Jennifer Lopez got on the floor during a recent concert, and this time she took the phrase quite literally. The global superstar, known for her fiery stage presence and undeniable charisma, pushed boundaries and sent shockwaves through the audience with a provocative performance that had the entire venue buzzing with energy. But this wasn't just any concert, it was a pulsating, sweat-soaked spectacle on the island of Tenerife, one of Spain's picturesque Canary Islands. During the highly anticipated Cook Music Festival, from the moment she stepped onto the stage, Lopez demanded attention not just with her commanding vocals or impeccable choreography, but with an intoxicating blend of sensuality and showmanship that reminded everyone why she's still one of the fiercest entertainers in the game. As the opening beats pulsed through the crowd, she slinked onto the stage, body shimmering under the spotlights, and launched into an unforgettable routine that made headlines before the final note even hit. Lopez, now in her 50s but moving with the agility and intensity of someone half her age, didn't hold back. With her long history of stage dominance from Super Bowl, long history of stage dominance from Super Bowl, from Super Bowl, halftime shows to music videos that changed the industry's visual language, she brought decades of experience to this performance, and she knew exactly what she was doing. As her dancers flanked her, she turned up the heat. The choreography quickly escalated from stylish to steamy, with Lopez crawling on all fours across the stage, flipping her hair with precision and locking eyes with one male dancer so intensely it seemed they were moments away from kissing. The crowd gasped, screamed, and held their breath, caught between admiration and disbelief, but she didn't stop there. In a jaw-dropping move, Lopez turned to another dancer and slowly bent forward, rhythmically grinding her body in sync with the beat, pressing herself against his pelvis in a way that blurred the line between performance art and seduction. It was the kind of moment that lives in the minds of fans long after the lights go out and the confetti settles. One could argue it was risky, but for Lopez, who has always towed the line between sultry and empowering, it was just another moment of owning her space and her narrative. Then came the now viral moment where Lopez climbed atop one of her dancer's legs, wrapped around him as two other men stood on either side of her, forming a tableau of suggestive symmetry. Her arms reached behind them, looping under their legs, and in one surprising, almost mischievous motion, she grabbed their backsides. It was a scene that wouldn't have felt out of place in a high-concept music video, but to see it unfold live in real time made it even more electric. Phones lit up across the venue as fans tried to capture the performance that was already slipping into pop culture legend. Shortly after the steamy sequence, she transitioned into her sultry track, I'm Into You, a song that once again proved how effortlessly she can blend sensuality with sonic appeal. The audience was already on the edge of their seats, or more accurately, on their feet, trying to absorb the waves of shock and admiration that kept rolling across the venue. The performance wasn't just a concert, it was an experience. A provocation. A reminder that Lopez isn't playing it safe, and she never has. Jennifer Lopez has always walked the line between music and movement, between pop diva and performance provocateur. From her early days as a fly girl on In Living Color, to her breakout role in Selena, to her genre-bending hits like If You Had My Love, Love Don't Cost a Thing, and Jenny from the Block, Lopez has never been afraid of being bold. But this recent display at the Cook Music Festival felt different, not only because of its overtly sexual tone, but because of the confidence that radiated from her at every moment. It wasn't just about entertaining. It was about claiming space and pushing boundaries. Pop stars today are embracing hypersexualized performance styles more openly than ever before. Sabrina Carpenter, for instance, has been gaining viral traction for her seductive stage moves, making headlines and TikToks alike. Artists such as Doja Cat, Megan Thee Stallion, and even Taylor Swift in recent months have embraced a more visually commanding stage presence. But Lopez, a seasoned veteran in the industry, proves she's not being left behind. Instead, she's leading the charge and reminding everyone what it truly means to be a performer who commands both respect and attention. It's not the first time Lopez has delivered this kind of energy. Just recently, she made waves at the American Music Awards when she kissed her backup dancers during a steamy number, another moment that sent the internet into a frenzy. It stirred conversations about empowerment, the performance of sexuality, and Lopez's continued defiance of ageist double standards in the entertainment industry. While male performers are rarely scrutinized for provocative displays, women, especially those over 40, are often judged differently, yet Lopez moves through it all with a self-assuredness that silences the noise. She's not trying to prove she's still got it. She's showing us she never lost it. Beyond the choreography and the glitz, there's also the physical endurance it takes to pull off these performances. Lopez has long spoken about her dedication to fitness, diet, and discipline, stating in interviews that she doesn't drink, avoids caffeine, and trains rigorously to maintain her stamina and strength. That commitment shows when she takes the stage. Her breath control while dancing intensely and singing live is a feat in itself. It's not just about looking good, though she certainly does. It's about embodying the energy, passion, and professionalism of a performer who gives her all. Every single time, as the lights dimmed on that unforgettable night in Tenerife, and the final beats echoed off the sea breeze, the audience knew they had witnessed something special. This wasn't just another pop concert, it was an assertion of presence, a live declaration of artistic freedom. Lopez didn't just perform, she transformed. She reminded fans of what makes her timeless: the fire, the finesse, and the fearless ability to blur the line between spectacle and statement. And even though the show had ended, the conversations were just beginning. Social media exploded with clips, comments, and debates about the performance. Some praised her for her artistry and control, calling it iconic. Others questioned whether the overt sexuality was necessary, especially for an artist who has already proven herself 1,000 times over. But perhaps that's the point. Lopez is past the stage of needing permission. She's no longer seeking validation. She's choosing to express, evolve, and thrill on her own terms. Whether crawling on the stage, dancing suggestively, or crooning into the microphone with hypnotic intensity, she's doing it her way. What's also remarkable is Lopez's ability to stay relevant across generations. A teenager watching her perform today sees a living legend. A millennial remembers the early 2000s music videos that dominated MTV. Gen X recalls her acting days and rom-com dominance. Baby boomers might even remember her early breakout moments in Selena. That kind of cross-generational appeal is rare, and even rarer is maintaining it while continuously evolving in a cutthroat industry, where fame fades quickly and trends shift overnight. For fans, the performance was a gift. For critics, it was a reminder. And for Lopez, it seemed to be yet another night where she reaffirmed her throne, not just as a singer or actress, but as an artist in full command of her power. She's not just dancing again. She's redefining what it means to dance at all. The night in Tenerife will live on in highlight reels, tabloid headlines, and fan accounts forever. But more than anything, it lives on as a moment that captured the spirit of Jennifer Lopez, fearless, fabulous, and fiercely in control. And if this performance is any indication of what's to come, fans can rest assured that the best may still be ahead. Because when Lopez gets on the floor, the world watches, and when she dances again, it's not just a move, it's a movement.